Yeah. I love your question. You said at this moment, and that's why. Because we need it today more than ever. I just feel like we're in this really, really difficult time, right? Where the world is tumultuous. It's kind of a VUCA world, right? Volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous. And there's a lot of negative narrative about work being just a negative experience. And I think we need to rethink that. I think we need to reset. And I think we need to feel empowered to create happiness for ourselves. Like, there's a myth that, when everything's right, when all the conditions are right, then we can be happy, right? When we get through this tough project, or when we get through this tough time of life, or when we get through this tough thing that's happening globally, then we can be happy. And I think we need to really empower ourselves to say, hey, how can I create the conditions for happiness in work and in life? And in what ways can we think broadly about joy? Like happiness doesn't mean, bonbons and butterflies every minute. It ebbs and flows, right? We'll have up days and down days, but we can have an overall sense of joy and contentment, even in the midst of all the things that are going on outside of us, and even with the ebbs and the flows that occur. And so that was for me why I wrote the book, is like, oh my gosh, we've got a lot of people who are dissatisfied with their work experience right now. We've got a lot of people who are struggling. How do we rethink that? How do we reset? How do we challenge our thinking toward creating the conditions for happiness?
Indeed.
Yeah, that's hard. They're like,
I'm sorry, I know
that's
the
like
answer already.
choosing child, right? That's a hard question. I think probably there's a chapter on purpose that I really like, and I think sometimes we look at purpose and it's pressure, right? Like, oh, what's my purpose? Oh my gosh, like all I'm doing is trying to get from one day to the next, right? Like, I don't want all that pressure. And I think we can remind ourselves of the small things that we do really matter to other people. The small things that we do really matter to our community. And I think when we remind ourselves about that, and when we remind ourselves of that, small purpose as well as big purpose that we have in life, that's actually really empowering and is part of a sense of joy, is just reminding yourself how you matter to the others who are counting on you day to day. So there's a chapter that goes into that in a little more